I'm wading into this debate about the gap between the Premier League and the Championship. What a face, by the way, but Callum makes a ton of good points in this video. And for me, the biggest problem is this, and it's only going to compound itself. Going into next season, assuming Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton are the three that go down, the remaining 17 teams will be entering at a minimum their fourth consecutive Premier League season. The most recent of them to go up would have been Fulham, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. And they've got 3 full Premier League seasons under their belt, which means when it comes to PSR, which is based on the previous 3 years, every single one of those 17 teams' entire PSR is based on Premier League seasons. Whereas for the teams coming up, at a minimum, one of those years will have been a Championship season. So financially, the gap is just going to continue to grow. And if we assume Leeds, Sheffield United and Burnley go up, just for argument's sake, they're 3 teams that have been in the Premier League within the last 3 years previously. And they've dropped down and then they go back up. And I think we're going to get into this cycle where there's almost like a void between the Premier League and the Championship, where maybe 7 or 8 teams circulate. And so it won't always be the same 3 going up and then down and then up and then down. But it will be that the 3 promoted teams go straight back down, and then 3 of maybe 5 that are in the Championship go up and then back down. And it's going to rotate between them because they're going to be in this constant cycle of they've got enough money to get themselves out of the Championship, but not enough to keep themselves in the Premier League. And people look at it and they say, well, Ipswich spent loads of money, Southampton spent loads of money, and they did. But that's not enough, not one season of spending a lot of money. And like Dill said, they also need to change the way they play. So now you're asking teams to spend so much money to try and build a Premier League level squad and also change the way that they play from the previous season and compete with teams that have all now been in the Premier League for at least 3 seasons and have built Premier League level squads. It's such a difficult thing to do. And I don't know really what the solution will be.